Hey guys, it's Coach Rebecca. Welcome to That's Fucking Delicious. I told you guys that I was going to be welcoming you back into my kitchen several times throughout this week to share with you some yummy, delicious recipes that are super quick and simple that I know that my family likes and that I really think that your family is going to like as well. So tonight I decided that I was going to whip together a spaghetti squash casserole. It's actually a buffalo chicken spaghetti squash casserole, and it's actually one of the first recipes that I made for my family that was loaded up with veggies that they actually loved. In fact, they asked for it, and you guys, you know what? I can't beg for anything different than that. When your family comes to you and they ask for something that's veggie loaded, that's good for them, I say it goes on to my must make again and again list. So thanks for jumping on. You guys comment below, let me know where you're from, where you're logging on from, where you're watching from. I also would love to hear what you're making tonight for dinner while we go through and we get this recipe started. So like I told you, this is a veggie and protein loaded dinner. It's actually a dinner, usually in our house, that is what dinner consists of. It is veggies and protein, kind of a 50-50 combination is usually our makeup. I actually already have our spaghetti squash in the oven cooking up. So the spaghetti squash doesn't take long to cook up. I cut it actually in half when it's actually raw still and scoop out the inside seeds. Just place both pieces face down and I roast it in the oven for about 20 minutes on about 375. You could also, guys, throw it in the microwave. There's tons of ways to do it, but you guys, it's literally cut, place it in there, out of sight, out of mind, until it's ready for me to get all of the guts out of it and really load it into our recipe here. So you guys, thanks for jumping on. I'm seeing all sorts of people. Hey Amy, hey Lisa, thanks for jumping on, you guys. Tell me, what are you guys making for dinner tonight? So this is what we need to get this all rocking. We need some Greek yogurt, some more protein there for us. You can use either Frank's Red Hot, or you can use a lower sodium version. You can go with sriracha. I a lot of times do a half and half combination to just watch the sodium piece. I am using cheddar cheese tonight. You guys, food hack here. Everyone always complains it takes so much time to prep meals for during the week, and especially when you're busy parents on the go. If you're running home from work, I know we've got fall sports coming up here shortly, and so we're all going to be tight on time. And so a quick, easy food hack, guys. This is actually grilled chicken breast strips from Kirkland's. I'm going to actually use them as my chicken base that's going to go into this recipe. You could also, guys, grab a rotisserie chicken from one of your local grocery stores that's already cooked up, debone it, use that chicken. You can use that as well. So I've got chicken, I've got some celery, the Greek yogurt, like I said, our spaghetti squash is already cooking. And then just so you know, guys, I actually also am adding in some spinach to this recipe. It just adds a little bit more thickness to the recipe. It is absolutely an optional item, does not need to be in there. And then of course I'm adding in some onion. So I'm only making a couple of servings tonight of this because it's gonna probably just be myself, my husband, and Sophie, our youngest daughter. So while we're chatting, I'm gonna actually start to cut up my celery. So you guys, all I'm doing is just dicing up the celery. I mean, come on, what's buffalo chicken without celery, right? I have to have celery with my buffalo chicken strips, or if I'm doing buffalo chicken wings. So we're gonna add that in there. It's also gonna add a nice little bite and crunch to add to the textures and the layers of this yummy, yummy recipe. So I've got about 4 stalks of celery here, you guys. I wish that my vision was better, you guys. I don't know about you, but the old adage that carrots make you have better sight is a complete and total lie, because I have been eating carrots since I was a little girl, and I have the worst sight ever. So I apologize, guys, if I can't call you out by name as you're logging in, but I appreciate you guys jumping on and sharing this time with me tonight. I always love being able to share recipe ideas with people that are following me, primarily because I know as a busy mom, it is a struggle to find things that my family really likes to eat. And that is the worst. When you're totally looking for something that's convenient and quick, and you feel like the only option that you have is to stop at a fast food restaurant or basically throw something in the microwave that's already pre-made, and you guys don't have to do that. Things like this don't take a ton of time, you guys, and that's what I want you to see. It's seriously, I mean, in total, you guys, this has like six or seven ingredients, typically things that you'll likely have in your house. The recipe altogether, including cooking up the squash, will take you probably a total of 35 minutes. And again, that's prep included in cook time. We've got right now, guys, just so you know, we're making buffalo spaghetti squash casserole that has some chicken in it. We've got celery in our bowl already. Now I'm throwing in some onion because let's get real, everybody. Everything is better with onions and garlic. If you don't like onion, I don't know if you'll ever be able to come and eat at my house because we pretty much put onion in everything. All right, so we've got onion. We've got celery. I'm gonna put about 2 cups of this cooked chicken breast. Again, super quick and easy from Kirkland's. You could probably find it anywhere, or you could also grab some rotisserie chicken. I'm just quickly chopping it up. So all that will need to happen when our casserole is all ready is it's just going to need to go into the oven and just bake off a little bit more so that our chicken and the insides of the casserole get all warmed up. So like I said, guys, right now you've got about 3/4 of a cup of celery, about 1/2 a cup of onion, and we are now going to put about 2 cups of that chicken in there, because we want a nice combination of both protein as well as those veggies. So boom, now we've got that in there. Now I'm gonna take and guys, I'm doing just 1/3 cup of our Greek yogurt. So we're just doing 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt, and I'm tossing that right into that bowl. We're just gonna stir it all up together. Thanks again for jumping on, guys. Keep jumping on. Let me know what you guys are making for dinner tonight. I can't wait to see. You guys have been hearing so much awesome feedback on some of the other recipes that I've shared with you guys. I love it when I hear whether you guys have made something and whether or not you like it, because that's what inspires me to continue to come back to you guys and share more and more recipes, and also to know the types of recipes that you guys are interested in. This week, it's gonna be a combination. Today, I'm making up some dinner for you. Earlier today, I shared a quick recipe that was a lunch recipe, which was an avocado chicken salad that was also veggie loaded. I'm gonna be sharing 2 really yummy, quick, pre-make, on-the-go breakfast recipes with you later this week. So you guys, those are the things I wanna know. I wanna know what you guys want recipes for. What do you struggle with most when it comes to feeding your family? So I put in that 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt. I also put 1/3 cup of Frank's Red Hot in here. And as you can see, it's starting to come together, you guys. I'm mixing it all up, our celery, our onions. I'm gonna peek over here and see if I can read. Hey, Sarah, thanks for jumping on. I love spaghetti squash too. So glad that you do as well. For sure, you need to try this recipe. I promise you will love it. It has such a great kick to it. And again, how awesome is it? Spaghetti squash is kind of like zucchini. It's actually like tofu. I know that sounds very weird, but it basically takes on the flavor of whatever seasonings you put with it. And so that's the cool thing. This is gonna take on that yummy additional flavor that you would normally get if you were chowing down on some buffalo chicken wings, or if you just wanted that buffalo, I know this was a favorite for me back in the day, that buffalo chicken dip that was loaded with like cream cheese, cheddar cheese, all sorts of stuff that wasn't necessarily great for you. And this is such a great alternative. You still get that delicious flavor of the buffalo chicken piece, but you get all sorts of veggies added with it, and it makes for a perfect dinner. All right, so we've got all that in there now. I'm just gonna take about 1/2 a cup of cheddar cheese. So only about 1/2 a cup of cheddar cheese. I'm gonna mix that in. That's gonna also help this to kind of bind together. All right, so get that in there. So it's beautiful outside today. It's actually scarily, it's quickly approaching for many of you guys. I know for us, school starting, and I actually think I even saw this week some peeps posting online that their kids started school like yesterday. It is crazy to me, this summer went by so fast. But that's also why it was so important to me to come at you guys with a dinner recipe that I felt was really quick and simple, because I know we're all walking into busy fall schedules with school. You could be making this up while your kids are doing homework. They could even help you, which I always love when my kids are able to jump into the kitchen with me. All right, guess what? We need to get that spaghetti squash. So let's hope that it is ready. Like I said, it's been in the oven for about 20 minutes, maybe a little bit less, on 375, and I'll show you what those look like. Let me grab my oven mitt, and hopefully one is ready to go for it. Ooh, they look perfect, you guys. Just close that out there. Set this down in my sink, and you guys can see this is really soft now. Has a nice little crisp, and you guys, this is hot as blazes. So you're gonna wanna use an oven mitt. But basically all I'm doing, if you can see this, is I'm just taking that spaghetti squash and I'm tearing it up and out. Woo! Hot, 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 guys. All right, boom. I'm pulling it up and just tearing it right out of here. Can you guys see that? Ooh, it's nice and hot. So you should be able to get down to the skin and get a lot of that squash out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna go without an oven mitt, even though it's gonna burn my fingertips, guys, because I wanna be able to get every bit of squash out of this shell. Okay, boom. That is just half of the spaghetti squash in there, you guys. I'm gonna start to fold this in. Again, we're just folding that spaghetti squash in really nicely. Oh, I wish you guys were here. You could smell this. It smells so good already. And you guys, this is going to be the perfect dinner. Quick, easy, under 30 minutes total for prep, and just throw it in the oven, cook it off the rest of the way, and we're gonna have a yummy dinner that everybody in the family is gonna love. And even I am gonna love it, because I'm gonna be taking care of my family, and I know that they're gonna be eating something that not only is healthy, but tastes good, and it's something that I made here with my heart. That's the cool thing about what I get to do for my job every single day, is I get to be a mom, of course, which is the best job in the world if you ask me. But I also, guys, I get to run a business out of my kitchen, out of my home. I get to help other women, other families to make healthier choices, whether their goal is to lose weight, if their goal is to just live healthier. Maybe they've got an illness or a food allergy, and they're trying to find ways to still eat clean and healthy and help their families, but they don't know how. That's where I'm able to jump in, and what a cool opportunity that I have to be able to do that, and just to be able to share all of the experience that I have. And you guys, to be honest with you, even better than that is all the mistakes that I've made, all of the things I've tried, the recipes I've tried that were total fails. And trust me, there have been so many fails when it comes to recipes. But guess what? I get to share those things with you. I get to tell you guys the things that we've tried at home that were totally thumbs down, and the family was like, never make those again. And then I get to come at you with videos like this, with recipes from my family that they love, that they've tried and have been approved by the Westmas clan, and I know that your family's gonna love them as well. All right, guys, look at that. While we were chatting, I mixed in that spaghetti squash. We've got the chicken in there. We have got the celery in there. We have got onions in there. We've got the Greek yogurt, the Frank's Red Hot. And like I told you, I'm gonna add a little bit of spinach just because I can. It'll add it in there. It cooks down perfectly. Your family, honestly, is never the wiser when it comes to adding spinach to pretty much anything, especially if you chop it down super finely. You get a great added amount of fiber. You get lots more vitamins added in that pack a punch. And again, the flavor is gonna just meld right into this awesome recipe. So I'm gonna quick add that. Grab my casserole dish. I do the ginormo bag, yes. I love spinach, and I pretty much put it in shakes. My daughter puts it in her morning shake. So we go through spinach like crazy here, guys. So I'm just mixing that in here. I know it doesn't look pretty. I'm using my fingers. That is how we roll here at the Westmas house. This is not a beautiful Rachel Ray cooking show. So this is not gonna be all glam and all that good stuff. But guess what? It's gonna taste so fucking delicious. You guys are going to thank me. All right, so quick casserole dish. This is gonna be filled to the brim. I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of avocado oil. I love this stuff, this avocado oil spray. I get it from Costco. So good. I'm just gonna put it on the bottom of my pan here, push the stuff back, and start to load up this crazy casserole dish. Now guys, I'm just gonna take this now. It's gonna go back into my oven, which is already on because we were pre-cooking up that spaghetti squash. And once this goes in, maybe 15 minutes in there, it doesn't need to be covered. Your goal is just basically that it's gonna get cooked through the rest of the way and that it's gonna be warm and ready for your family to eat it. So, all right, boom, it's in there. If you choose to, you could also throw just a little bit more cheese on top for that nice added crunch on top of this. All right, guys, look at that. Boom. Wash my hands off quick. And it's ready to go into my oven. And guess what? In less than 15 minutes, it's gonna be ready for my family to eat. All right, that is it. I'll post a picture later, what it looks like, final edition, when we pull it out of the oven and we're ready to eat it and plate it up. Have an amazing evening, you guys. As always, I love ya.